If you are listening to the Vault 13 podcast right now and you hear my voice, the podcast will start in just a few short minutes. Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13. We're here with another awesome episode of the Vault 13 podcast. What is the Vault 13 podcast? It's the gaming and entertainment podcast where I talk to you about things in gaming and entertainment. Most specifically, gaming and wrestling. But if there's ever something music-wise or movie-wise or TV show-wise or YouTube or Twitch or Mixer-wise or social media-wise that we feel like talking about, we will talk about it. It is mostly a one-man show with me. But if people want to be a guest, you're willing and you're welcome to open arms. Hey, come be a guest. Come be featured on the Vault 13 podcast. Tell people about your channel, what you're up to. And also, let's talk about some topics together. But with that being said, today we're going to talk a little bit about Animal Crossing. We're going to talk about Final Fantasy 7 Remake. My thoughts on both of those being, I haven't done what everybody else has done in those games. Obviously, due to work, being an essential worker, still having to go out there and grind every day. And also, we got a sad news, as you see in the thumbnail, the heartbreak put right over WWE. A lot of good people that I was fans of, let go in the company. I saw some videos today. I did earlier wake up to that, and I did sit there for a second, didn't think it was real. I watched Wrestle Talk and Colt Hawk do some live streams on it, and I did shed a few tears because I was like, some of my favorites got let go from the company, and I was just sitting there awestruck, So if you looked at my Twitter, you saw me share a few things, but not a lot. And that's where we are because of what's going on in the world. So we're going to talk about that, and then at the end of it, we're going to talk about the state of gaming and wrestling and just things as a whole, because whether this virus is here or not, when things get said and done, they find a vaccine, they could give us a vaccine or something, it's not going to be the same. Nothing's going to be the same. Music, sporting events, gaming events and conventions, wrestling, and just general life will not be the same after this. So with that being said, let me see who's all here and get some people a round of applause. And make sure to share the stream out. Let people know we're live. So everybody we here, we live. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this right here. Was got a roo. So how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing on this Wednesday? We're gonna do this, and we're gonna go down for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back with Final Fantasy 7 and maybe something else. But yes, how's everybody doing? Share the stream out. Let people know we alive. We alive. We alive. Let me do this. If you're in the chat, let me know. I do got my Undertaker shirt on, which I'll let y'all see my Undertaker shirt. It's simply just an Undertaker shirt that says Undertaker on it, and then it says the Phenom never dies. And it's also got his logo on the back of the shirt as well. You might not be able to see it as well, but it's also got his logo on the back of the shirt. Cool stuff there. I got that, ordered that WrestleMania weekend, and then for $1, I think, or something like that. I also got the Rhea Ripley shirt. This is my Rapture. This is my reality. That going on there. Rhea Ripley. Bada bing, bada boom. This guy in the room. Bada bing, bada boom. This guy in the room. Bada bing, bada boom. This guy in the room. The only room. I stopped by, gave Logan a like, and I gave Logan a like. Mikhail Casanova was, I think, alive. Gave him a like, and I think one other person was alive. Gave them a like too. But yes, share the stream out. Let people know we're here. We're live. We got lots of things to talk about. Come on, let people know. Boom, 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 boom. Let me do something here to spice things up a little bit. So it's not just so bland with me just sitting here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go right here. And when I hear this music, if y'all can say y'all can barely hear it at the end, then good. Barely, because I want to make it low. Y'all can barely hear it, so it's not overpowering me. Well, give me just 1 second. We're gonna check this out. Make sure this is good. Okay, so. Bada bing, bada boom, let's go in the room. But yeah, man, things really awesome. But yeah, man, things really awesome. Oh, another thing I gotta tell y'all is, sorry about that. Sorry about muting you. Sorry about the muting. I did that earlier. I always mess up on that. So if you look at that right there, I was talking to somebody there for a minute there. So that's why I did mute it, because I had to talk to somebody through one of my apps on my phone. You know, so now we're here. We got this going, right? As you'll see. I gotta say, what was I trying? This game right here, I really enjoyed playing it with a lot of people, and you know, and all that. Yes. What's up, Zombie? How's your day going? And Stitched, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Stuff like that. Yeah, so this game's doing really, really good, you know, to see a lot of people playing it. Sorry if I had any screw-ups, I apologize. But yeah, see, look at the game. It's outsold Mario Kart 8 in just one country. So you can expect this game to have sold worldwide, outsold Mario Kart 8 and all the other Nintendo games on the Switch. And the reason being is that people are stuck at home. But yeah, hey, here's a game. You can build your own house, build your own island, and go visit others. I've played with the likes of everybody from Gladys Rose to T-Belly to J-Love to Diehard Gambros to Stitch to V-Sips to Dank Meme to One Up John to Rax the Gray to Avalon Smith to Studio Nintendo to Mr. Gamer Kevin, you know, and all that, to Satellite and all that jazz in this game. And it's been a blast playing with people to see this, you know, see the game. See, Nintendo will know their official figures for the game overall on May 7th. But to see this, it's really, really cool, you know. Hopefully y'all are having a good night and everything like that. I do got some bad news to tell people when we get to the WWE stuff. It's really, really bad there in WWE right now. It made me cry earlier, you know, being somebody that's done wrestling, performed in a ring, performed in a backyard, done stuff like that. Really hard there, but yeah. Do I believe if the pandemic didn't occur that it would have sold so well? Me, as somebody who does the Vault 13 podcast occasionally and wants to get it more serious and have a special guest on it and all this stuff, because I would love to have you all, the viewers, come on and say, hey, I've been supporting the Vault 13 podcast for years, for months. Not years, but months. Or I've been supporting you. Join in. I want other creators, whether it be retro game collectors, modern game collectors, all that, to join in. And I think it still would have sold well because everybody, since the Switch was released, people had been clamoring for an Animal Crossing game on the Switch. They're like, we got one on their phones, we got one on the 3DS, we've got the older ones, and they'd been wanting this series here. People are clamoring for Metroid. People are clamoring for Pikmin. People are clamoring for bigger, better Kirby game. You know, so with that being said, you know, being one of their top franchises, when Animal Crossing was already getting a lot of hype last fall, even though the pandemic came this early this year and did all this stuff and it made people stay home and we had to get a lot of digital sales, less physical sales, I still think the game, maybe not as much, but still would have sold millions and millions and millions of copies. And to see that it's outdone Mario Kart 8, which released on a Wii U and a Switch, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal for the franchise. It means the franchise has impact. It means that Nintendo will get more behind the franchise and everything. And it's cool. Because you're seeing Mario Kart 8. You're seeing Pokemon. You're seeing Zelda. You're seeing Mario. You're seeing Animal Crossing New Horizons. These things thrive on the Switch. A console that everybody knows isn't as powerful as what PlayStation or Xbox are doing now, or even next generation, but yet things are selling because people like that factor of being able to play at home or on the go, in its dock, on a traditional TV, in a traditional setup, or on the go. And it's phenomenal. I don't know if it's the highest selling game in the franchise, but let me see. See, here's me. No other game has such a overwhelming sales momentum, and it's clear that the franchise is getting a lot of new fans due to the world's fight against the pandemic. Nintendo would have sold more Switch units if it had enough inventory. The game is perfect for people today because you can spend unlimited hours in the warm and gentle world. I've never seen so many people sharing so many screenshots of single game on a social media. Plus, with the game, this is the first game that ever made me go download the Nintendo app and use this Nintendo app right here. This Nintendo app is the first game that ever did it to make me actually select this, use voice chat to talk to people like J-Lug, Doward, Megadan, T-Belly, and others that live across the world while they play the game late at night. After I get done doing an editing session or done doing a stream, I can jump into this game and play with them and do this. So what are your thoughts on Animal Crossing New Horizons? Do you like it? Do you love it? Would you rate it a 10, 11, a 12? Would you rate it a 6? What would you rate it? I'll give mine in just a moment. But what do y'all say? And one of the things is like T-Belly, he works at a job where basically he's an essential worker, but he's an essential worker in a job that doesn't have many things happening right now due to the pandemic or virus, as I would say. I'm not going to say its name, you know. But with that being said, yeah. Is Zipper that mouse? Is Zipper the mouse? I'm thinking. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But what do y'all think about Animal Crossing? My review, my thoughts on Animal Crossing is this right here. So I'll look at the chat once I see y'all start giving your thoughts and stuff on Animal Crossing. Here we go. Oh, Zipper the bunny. Okay, I got confused. You know what? Because of work, because of a community stream, and all of that, I woke up at 6 o'clock that morning, had to go to work, right? And come home. I missed Bunny Day. I totally missed it. You know, now with that being said, when it comes to Animal Crossing New Horizons, to everybody watching the Vault 13 podcast, my podcast where several times a month, at least once or twice a month, I try to give my thoughts on what's happening in gaming and entertainment, mostly gaming and wrestling stuff. I gotta say, Animal Crossing New Horizons, for me being my first ever Animal Crossing game. I gotta say, I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed playing with Abaddon, Studio Nintendo, Stitched, and a slew of other people that I can name that just goes on. From the retro community to the modern game community, it brought a lot of people together. I got to see what they did in their islands, when I could do in my island, you know. Get villagers to come to my island, getting the little parts of going to the other islands. The only negatives that I really have for the game, because there's a ton of positives, but there's only a couple negatives, is that I feel like Animal Crossing New Horizons could have I feel like Animal Crossing New Horizons could have like that little part whenever you have that little scene where you go, oh, you have to get off your Nook phone. You have to stop fishing. Whenever somebody comes to your island, I wish they could just do away with that in an update, because it takes you out of the experience a little bit. It takes you totally out of the experience whenever you're sitting there doing that. Because like, oh, you're fishing, and then you're like, hey, your buddy's coming to the island, stop fishing, and you lose the fish you're trying to catch. I've had that happen to me several times, and I wish that they could do this right here, where you would still be fishing or doing whatever you're doing. But the thing about it is that why don't they just show you like the little scene where that person walking the island? Oh, One Up John's coming to your island. It shows a picture of One Up John walking onto the island, and bam, everything else you don't have to see. Maybe for the person flying to that island, they go through that whole cutscene, but that's just because they're flying to an island. You know, but that's the thing that I don't like. And I hate the other thing that I hate, if somebody doesn't leave the right way from your island, like they don't go to the airport and leave traditionally, they leave the wrong way, it could disconnect everybody. Say you have 6 people on the island, somebody left the wrong way. It disconnects everybody from the island. I've had that happen on my island. I had, a couple people on my island that they, and they just went, boom, they're gone. Gone. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So if they could fix that, if they could fix the way that people come in the island, because I've literally seen people streaming the game, and me streaming the game, and we're sitting there, okay, somebody's coming to the island, put the controller down, are you playing the game? Yeah, I'm still playing the game. I just gotta wait till this person gets to the little cutscene and everything goes through for the person coming to the island. So I can't catch fish, I can't work on my island, I can't talk, put a little note on anything like that, so I gotta wait. That's the thing that I don't like. Let me see what y'all saying. It helped the community at the time of the crisis. It helped gamers of all type, whether as a video game or as a distraction. It is such an experience and keeps connection here. The menu for, you risk losing save data. I agree to going to others. Yes, I appreciate the technical insight where I am looking at it from the social. I have yet to play it but want to. I definitely would pick it up, even if you're mildly interested in the game series or the game itself. Pick it up, even though it is tedious to get to somebody else's island. It's fun once you get there and all that and everything like that, and also going to the mystery islands, which you can only, and all that, and checking those out and getting the material from there and bringing it back to your island. It is fun. It is fun. Yeah, but that's really cool. So, out of a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give the game? I give the game minus a few things that are due to the online, and that is because Nintendo Switch does not have the best online out there. I give it a 9. A solid 9 out of 10 for me. If y'all want to give your rating, boom. So I give the game a 9 out of 10. I don't do ratings, reviews. I do more impressions because I don't sit there and grind the game out. Like, oh, I'm going to grind the game out the first 6-7 days to beat it in 7 days. I like making the game, stretch the game out over a month's period of time to beat the game. I give it a 9 minus the online stuff. So, y'all got any more last comments on Animal Crossing? And definitely, if y'all want to play some more Animal Crossing over the next week with me, let me know. Hit me up. I might do another stream of it. But we do got the game we're talking about next on the docket right here. So back to me for a minute. Hopefully you all are enjoying the Vault 13 podcast, minus my little interruptions of a phone call, things happening where I mute the mic and all that. I want to let you know, wash your damn hands. I'm Chrislevi13. You got a little bit of music playing in the background and all that jazz. I've been doing more live stuff than the video-wise because y'all been supporting that. I still am on the road to 1K subscribers, and I gotta appreciate everybody who came out to the community stream Sunday with Apex Legends and Rocket League. Y'all have told me, hey, play some more Apex Legends, play some more Rocket League. There's people in the community that will play that. Studio Nintendo, Rob Regal, others will come out and play those games with me. Dortmund will come out and play those games with me. Stitched and Slayer will come out and play some Rocket League. So it's cool to have those community games, community stuff like that. I appreciate everybody from top to bottom that has ever hit that like button, that dislike, commented on the video, shared my stuff out, done this stuff. Me, I'm a guy that loves sitting in this format that I'm in right now, doing a podcast. I love doing podcasts. That's why I make posts on Twitter sometimes talking about, hey, if anybody's got a podcast or anything like that, I would love to be a featured guest on a podcast, or be able to create a podcast with somebody where, hey, we always know once a month or twice a month or this several times a month we can do this together, because it's cool to sit here and talk to y'all. But I love having the feedback of bouncing stuff off with people. ideas off with people and all that stuff. But with that being said, the next topic we're going to talk about in just a few moments is Final Fantasy VII Remake. True. I see where you're sitting. Stitch says, hello, Jakin, how you doing, Papa Jakin? Stitch said it's a 9 for me, 10 if I could interact with items more. Yes, I wish like I saw somebody like a soccer field on their thing. Well, it'd be cool like if you could actually play basketball, play soccer, play some like some of the video game theme stuff. Actually pick up the guitar and play a few notes. Do stuff like that would actually make the game way even higher. You know, but hey, the online isn't streamlined in Animal Crossing, but is the online streamed in Pokemon Sword and Shield either? No, it's not. And Stitch, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I got Pokemon for you in the game. It's Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's a hassle to get Pokemon to somebody. You can do that. And how's everybody doing? You enjoying the pod? Something just happened. Oh, Zombie J. Off to a great start. $5 donation off to the great start to the podcast. Let's keep it going. And boom, give him the high five. Because you got my buddy T-Buddy who does a donation hype dance. And I don't steal from other people. I do this right here, the high five. High five. There you go, man. And all that. But yes, thank you. If anybody would ever like to be a guest on the podcast, work on a podcast where we could do something together on a weekly, bi-weekly, or some schedule, doesn't have to always be live, because we can do episodes where we record them to work for our schedules and then premiere it live. I would love to work something with somebody by my side, because I would love to have somebody to bounce ideas off of and stuff like that, because sitting here trying to bounce a lot of ideas and do stuff by myself, it's kind of tedious and kind of, and all that. But hey, we're here, we're live. We got 5 people here. As it says right here on my stream deck, it says we got 5 here. Thank you for that donation. Thank you for that donation and everything like that. And let's get into the next topic, which is, I close that tab, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And this is just one of the things I got. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Let's get in the room. And so let's see if that's right there. What it needs to do. Okay, that's going good there. So this is just one of the articles I pulled up. It's just one of the articles for the game I pulled up. It says Final Fantasy VII Remake fares admirably at UK retailers amidst pandemic crisis. I'm not ever going to say directly what it is, but thank you for the donation. The donations are not needed, but every donation I've ever gotten since I put my Streamlabs or any of the donation links up there to donate to the trust fund, it helps the channel out. It's like somebody gave me a donation the other day, and I went back and I went and did some stuff to actually help me be able to still continue streaming like this. So thank you. But yes, look at Tifa looking there. But yes, it says Final Fantasy VII Remake sold half as many copies as Final Fantasy during the first week on UK, but that's an incredibly impressive result when you consider the vast majority of retail stores are closed at the moment. You've also got to factor that Final Fantasy launched on a Tuesday. Compare Final Fantasy 15 Remake officially releasing on a Friday as a PS4 exclusive to boot. You know, let me see why that ain't working. But how's everybody doing? I'm gonna do something real quick to try to fix that, and then we're gonna get back over to the topic. But yeah, Anybody that's playing Final Fantasy VII, I'm not going to do no spoilers here, but are you enjoying the game? But yes, if you go back over here to look at this right here, it's all y'all are here. I'd like to know if anybody's playing the game here and enjoying it. It says, in recent years, we've seen a gradual shift towards digital sales, which yes, everything's going to distance. But this virus is going to be a bigger push for these companies to go more digital. Dang, got something else going here. Oh, what just happened here? I had something else come on. Nobody donated $15 a tip for a genuinely awesome dude. Y'all don't have to give me donations. That's not needed. I've been working my ass off at work, barely having a cent to my name, and people are wanting to donate to me when I tell them not. They don't even have to donate. Y'all got me speechless. I don't ask for much. I just would like to grow the channel to 1K subscribers and just continue to create awesome streams of video games, and the occasional video, and support people on the different platforms. Not just be somebody stuck, oh, I'm just a YouTuber. Oh, I'm just a Twitch streamer. Oh, I'm just a mixer. And y'all showing the love. And I can't even get to the topic that we're talking about right now. Y'all showing the love. And I've only got 5 people in here. Y'all showing the dang love. And I just like... people that are still being Patreons. People that are donating. Y'all don't have to do that. It's hard enough time in the world. But y'all are like being nice to me. Like it makes me... makes me speechless. Makes me speechless. Makes me speechless, guys. Truly. Man, I don't... oh my goodness! Y'all not realize this, that y'all don't realize, to get to the point where I got somebody going to give me their hard-earned money, donate to me. I never asked for a cent from anybody. I've had to learn how to do all this stuff myself. I've learned how to stop stuttering on camera. I've learned how to do all this stuff myself. You know, I've had more people shit on me than they have to give me just one hey, just a hello. And y'all want to sit there and donate your money to me, $15? That's $40 that I just made. Do you know sometimes me going live, me streaming is the best part of my day? Outside of anything that happens in this house, anything that happens at work, sometimes the best part of my day is getting right here in front of this camera, turning the music off, playing the video game with you all. It's not about me, oh, I'm playing a video game, it's entertaining you all. You know, there's points in my career when I had 2 people that supported me straight up. stab me in the back and say you're gonna fail at YouTube, and they used to try to get my YouTube channel terminated. For me to be here today and y'all doing this means everything. Everything. So I appreciate the hell out of you all. So tonight, when I get done doing this stream and I go get me a little bit of food and I come back and we do Final Fantasy VII Remake on stream, I'm gonna grow and I'm gonna fucking play the game to my heart's content tonight, and we're gonna have a party playing that game. For you all, for each and every person that ever hit that like button, that subscribe button, ever followed me, ever watched anything I ever did. I appreciate you all, because there's so many people that I watch. I don't just watch Game Chasers or the Pixel Game Squad or the Chill Squad or this or that. I watch so many different channels, music, wrestling, gaming. I'm sitting there every week. T-Buddy's telling me, you don't need to support these people as much as you do. They don't show you to support. People tell me, but I'm still supporting people. I support probably over 30 to 40 people per week on YouTube. I probably support 10 to 15 people, Mixer and Twitch included, every single week, while still working my job, while still playing my music, while still making sure my mother's good with her health problems, especially with this pandemic going on. It's got even worse, you know. And I'm sitting there still working my 40-hour job. A lot of people in the community that go live, and I'm sitting there like, hey, I can't be there because I'm at work, you know, and all this. Y'all don't have to do what y'all are doing, man. Oh, man. But back to the topic at hand. Man. So yeah, this is basically Final Fantasy VII right here. Just a little article about it. But Final Fantasy VII, I've just got to say, personally for me, I'll read your comments in just a minute to just get my mind off that for a second. But personally for me, I'm only about 6 to 7 hours into Final Fantasy VII Remake as a whole. And I gotta say, Final Fantasy VII Remake, even if you like the game 1%, you like the game 1%, I'm meaning 1% in a million percent, you have got to pick the game up, play it yourself. Now, you can make a decision that I played the game for a couple hours, I don't like it. I played the game for a few hours, I only like the music. Whatever. But the fact of the matter is this is one of those games that whenever I play this game, it gives me goosebumps. It gives me a feeling of when I played Halo 1, 2, 3, and Halo Reach. It gives me the feelings whenever I played Ori and the Will and the Blind Forest. It gives me feelings of certain games of when I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Yes, I left 3 out there. 3's still a great game in my opinion, but it's not what 1 and 2 are. It gives me that feeling that when you go in there and you see the world, even though some of it may be linear, it's like, it gives me this feeling that it's like graphics, music, gaming. Boom. When you played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, you saw things that you didn't see in other games. And it's like, boom. It's like, wow. It's like, you know. So this is one, you know, like when you play Mass Effect or you played like some of the Dragon Quest games or stuff like that, you get feelings in these games that you can't experience. And this game right here is one of those games. So I say, everybody, if you got a PS4 and you see that game and you've got the money, try the game out. You got a friend that's got the game physically, so let them send it over. Try the game out. It is a must try, and it is the first game of 2020 that I could say could be Game of the Year. We don't know what Cyberpunk's going to do and if it releases on time, but we don't know how Ghost of Tsushima is going to do and if it releases on time. But this game here could be the Game of the Year, especially the Game of the Decade, depending on how the other ones that are supposed to be with this in this remake series go. Fucking thank y'all for the donations. Thank you for everything. Studio Nintendo was streaming earlier, doing some music. He's doing awesome tracks for this game and all that. Papa Jagan, thank you. Zombie J does a lot of retro content. Thank you for everything. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening to a blabbering fool right here on camera 3 to 4 times, maybe 5 times a week. Somebody that gets in Discord and blabbers his mouth on. Thank y'all for appreciating that. Oh my goodness. But what do y'all think about Final Fantasy VII Remake? No spoilers, but what do you think about the game so far? So far, me, I'm giving the game an 8.5, almost a 9, based on everything I see. Now, when I complete the game, I can go give a full more review, but I give impressions. And right now, and I gotta say, it's an 8.5. Fluid complex, fluid characters, love the voice acting, even though some people are about Barrett and this and that. I saw Mikhail Casanova do an interview with the guy that did Barrett. I loved it, you know. So yeah, hopefully y'all are enjoying it. And man, y'all about made me. Whew. Also, I got my Undertaker shirt on. Plus, I got my favorite NXT woman star. Well, one of them. You know, the other one I forgot. I can't think of her name right now. It's not coming to me. She's called Lady Kane. Her nickname's Lady Kane, and she does the choke slam. I've been supporting her for years. I can't think of her name right now. But I also got my Rhea Ripley shirt. I got both of them in Monday after getting ordering them during WrestleMania. Awesome stuff right there. And I got my Undertaker shirt, The Phenom Never Dies, with his logo on the back of the shirt. You know, hello Slayer716, everybody that is here, you're gonna get it. Also, another one of my favorite superstars, which if I get another shirt, I've got to order one of his shirts, is Keith Lee. That dude right there, Keith Lee, phenomenal superstar. Phenomenal superstar Keith Lee is. You know, for a big man his size, I gotta say, boom. I know, people always say wrestling is fake, and I know you said that was a joke. I saw that other comment. But yeah. You know. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed it and everything like that. But yeah, now we're going to get to the last topic, which is a little bit of somber topic. But we've been here, how long have we been here? Let me see how long real quick we've been here. We've been here about 51 minutes. So we're going to get to the last topic, which is a little bit sadder news. I woke up today being somebody that's been a wrestling fan. I've done backyard wrestling. I've done in-ring wrestling. I've been to indie shows. I've been to a WWE Raw show, a WWE SmackDown show. I knew a friend that was at a show where he was at the show whenever WWE announced that ECW, the third brand at the time, back in like the late 2000s, would be shutting down, and they would go to just back to SmackDown and Raw before they started doing NXT stuff. You know, I have been at a show where Chris Jericho was at the show, and he pointed up at my section of fans, one of my favorite superstars of all time. He came to be guest commentator on a match, and he pointed up at our section of fans, and I fucking had tears, and Chris Jericho retweeted me. What happened today in WWE is something that I did not like, hate it. I saw a bunch of people on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all this stuff talking about it, and it is all these different releases of people due to the virus going on, and it makes you just look at the world differently. Other wrestling companies aren't doing this, but it's also WWE was just like doing things way different, trying to get their thing as essential business and all that, and it's just crazy, you know, because these guys that are there, they work their butt off to be in this company. They work, you know, there's these guys that said, hey, since I was little and I learned about wrestling, I knew what wrestling was. I had the opportunity to wrestle in ROH, Impact Wrestling, New Japan, and all this. But where did I want to be, even though I was in those companies? WWE. There's and all that, and it's sad day. So we're going to look at this list of people that got fired today, let go because of the virus, and hopefully when WWE gets back on their feet, they can do this. WWE had to file for bankruptcy on the XFL. WWE said they had no involvement in the XFL, but when they filed bankruptcy and WWE's name was put up there, people got mad at Vince and Kennedy McMahon for that, you know? But at the same time, you are right, you know? They weren't using some of these talents. Some of them were enhancement talent. Some of them were, oh, we're going to keep these guys because they've been with the company for so long and they've had their time. They've done their work here and there. They've had their moments, their championships. But we don't want other companies to get them. But the OC, they just had a segment with AJ and The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And then they got the boot. But then again, people ask, why didn't AJ get the boot? AJ is the phenomenal AJ Styles. He was the draw. They were the tag team. That's what it is. But we're going to show this right now. Thank you to everybody that's here. Chips and Sticks and everybody. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, you hear a little bit of music in the back. So we got two little things pulled up right here. We got, see, there's three of them right there that got released. And it says right here, this is just one of the pages I got. The WWE is letting go of several stars and blames the coronavirus. World Wrestling Entertainment announced on Wednesday it had released a number of superstars. Among Among them, Drake Maverick, Zack Ryder, and all of those guys. What you've got to realize, they have not done this week's Raw, SmackDown or NXT, or they're doing NXT right now. They have not done this week's SmackDown. And most of the superstars released, when I was watching Wrestle Talk, doing their live stream while people were being released, most of the people released were from the Raw side of things, from Raw backstage and Raw wrestlers. And somebody had, and like one of the big people, Dave Meltzer or something like that, messaged him and said there could be releases from NXT and SmackDown once those get their shows done this week. So basically, they had MJ Jenkins. She was on the Cruiserweight, not the Cruiserweight. She was on the Mae Young Classic right there. You got Deanna Peruzzo. She was just on Raw the last week. She's from NXT, you know. I can't say that third name. The Alaska, that was a woman's wrestler. Rusev. Rusev got himself over several times. You know, Rusev Day and all that. And they let him go because they were already having contract disputes. You know, his wife resigned, but she didn't sign. Hello, Chips and Sticks Slayer, Studio Nintendo, and hello, MJC. You know, we got No Way Jose, Marina Kanellis, Mike Kanellis, Primo and Epico, Rowan, Sarah Logan, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, EC3, Drake Maverick, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, Eric Young, Leo Rush. That's just from wrestlers. Producers put on so long or released. Kurt Angle, Billy Kidman, Mike Rotunda, Pat Buck, Fit Finley, the guy that pushed for the women to be what they are today. Fit Finley got let go. John Daivari, Scott Armstrong, Sarah Stock, Shane Helms, Lance Storm. Announcers Aiden English and Jerry Soto. Referee Mike Chioda, which Mike Chioda has been the longest tenured referee in any wrestling company, being with the WWE since 1989. 9. Creative. That woman right there that's on creative, that Andrea got, she's the one that wrote the Mandy and Otis storyline. And then you got other Joe Washington. You know what's crazy about this is you're seeing all this stuff right here. It goes along with it, right here. And if you go right here, I'm gonna pull it up. Watch this, people. Watch this right here. I'm gonna turn the music off, but watch this. This is crazy right here. This was the first video that I ever saw from anybody reaction to it. Listen to this. Watch this, people. Watch this.
With WWE Talent Relations is Mark Carano that has told me that as of today, I have been released from my WWE contract due to the current climate with what's going on in the world.
This right here made me tear up.
I'm like everybody else, where I probably didn't take this as seriously as it is at the beginning, but it's affecting people's lives.
Can't hear it? Let me fix that then. Can't hear it?
It's affecting people's jobs. It's affecting the way.
Let me just make sure something.
I'm very fortunate.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'll do this right here because I want to show y'all this. So I'm gonna turn this up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna turn this up, turn me down.
It is at the beginning, but it's affecting people's lives. It's affecting people's jobs. It's affecting the way people make a living. I'm very fortunate that WWE is still allowing me to compete in the NXT Interim Cruiserweight title tournament. but it's very likely that those will be the last matches I ever have. There's a lot of people I'm not going to get a chance to say goodbye to that I really loved, that I really cared about, that made me a better person. And again, I'm very fortunate that I still get that. Other people won't get that. But if these are the last 3 matches I have, I just want everybody watching at home to know that you'll have my all. You'll have everything. It's not about a title anymore. It's about my life. It's about feeding my family, paying my bills. So if I don't make an impression, if I don't win, that's it for me. So I just want everybody to know that you're all going to get everything I have.
And to see stuff like that right there breaks your heart. You know, he's still wearing a WWE shirt while he's saying that right there. He could have not have done that. You know, so why I get this to come off my screen and all that. You know, crazy to see that happening. You know, so many people affected by it. So many people affected by it, and they say some of them, you know, they're not telling them if they're going to get rehired afterwards. You know, they're letting them go, and you never know. Another company could pick. They're let go. The Revival, we knew they were going to be let go last week, right? But they told the Revival they're like let go, and they didn't even give them the 90-day thing where, oh, it's 90 days, you can't compete anywhere. They said basically you can go do something else. You know, like Kurt Angle here, so I wanted to say thank you to WWE for the time I spent there. I made many new friends and had the opportunity to work with so many times. To the superstars, continue to entertain the WWE universe as well as you possibly can. They're the best fans in the entire world. It's just crazy. You got a whole bunch of people that got let go. A whole bunch of people, you know. You get on Twitter and that's all it was. All it was, you know. It's crazy that all this stuff is happening, you know. And people, you know, crazy. Like, oh, let me see if I can find the video. Some of them are like, even still talking about like, oh, this. I didn't say he spells his name. I forgot how he spells his name, but I'm looking at. But like, I'll speak on that comment you just said right there about AEW and this. I'm trying to look at his name. Earlier, I think I shared it. There it is. There it is. There it is.
I wanted to put this video out while thoughts are still in my head. I just want to thank everybody. Maria and I got released.
I'm gonna show one more video and then we're gonna get to talking about it.
And it sucks, you know. We didn't see it coming, but there were a lot of talented men and women today that got released. And my heart breaks for them because I know them. I traveled the road with them. They're super talented. But beyond that, they're good humans. They're good people. They're family people. They're hard workers, and I'm so
I got
proud
something to say on that AEW comment that I'll say in a minute.
But thank you to all the fans and the supporters who have been there with me and Maria for as long as we've been doing this and have been there since I started at WWE or even before on the indies. I love you guys. You guys have poured on this love and support that I'll never forget. I will never forget. And these times are tough.
Thank you to everybody that is here. Thank you to everybody that's here. I'll talk to y'all about this. Yeah, my point of view on this.
We will get
from
through
what I've
this.
seen.
We beat my addiction together. We will beat this. Maria and I are raising a family together. There's nothing we can't do. And you know, I know it's cliche. I know it's corny, but it's so true. It doesn't matter how hard you hit. It matters how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's what it's all about. Life will constantly knock you down, but you have to get back up and move forward. You have to keep going, because what other choice do you have? You know, my wife just took Carver to his doctor's appointment today, and he's healthy. 2 months old, and he's super healthy. Freddie's upstairs sleeping right now. She's super healthy, and that's all that matters. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the McMahon family. I want to thank Triple H. I want to thank everyone who let this little kid in a grown man's body live out his dream. And I want to thank all the fans, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you.
So with that being said, I just want to show you those two little quick videos. When it comes to wrestling, you know, since me being somebody that's done wrestling and that, you know, and all that, I've actually been in the ring. I've took bumps. I've gotten the black and eye taken Triple H's finisher. I can't think of his finisher. Whatever Triple H's finisher is, where you put your arms behind you like that. I've taken that guy in the black and eye and done all that, and done the training, done the stuff, you know, all that. What's up, Media Corps, Misfits, Cloaked Warrior in the house, everybody here. Thank you for being here. But yes, I've done that, done the stuff that they've done, you know. I haven't done like to their extent right there, but I have took the bumps, you know, and seen that, you know. I literally saw a guy one day get put in, you know, all that stuff, you know. The pedigree, yes. And yes, I had a finisher called the Black. I was in the ring and I learned how to do Rick Rude's finisher in the ring. I had a custom finisher that I had to do. I've had several gimmicks, from Chris Fury to Chris Wine to Levi Silverman in the, you know, and all that. And what got me thinking about this is that when I see this right here, when this pandemic is done and over with, wrestling, music, gaming conventions, and sporting events will never be the same. Will never be the same. Because you think about that, they thrive on the fan interaction. Because those wrestlers come out there, and to do a promo in the middle of an empty arena with nobody there is 10 times harder than to do it with that fan reaction. Because that fan reaction can tell you if your words are getting out there to anybody. Can tell you if they boo you, should you be more intense in your promo? If they're cheering you, then you're saying the right words. You know, are you getting over? You don't know if you're getting over in an empty arena. You're going out there putting your best foot forward, but you're not knowing if you're getting over. You know, and all that. Unless the people in the back say, "Hey, you're getting over," you know. And being somebody that's been a musician, been in a band, if I go get another band within the next year or two, are people going to want to come out there and watch me as a musician play music? They want to do that social distancing. You know, sporting events. Do you want to go out there and watch your Atlanta Braves or your Memphis Tigers or your St. Louis Cardinals or the Patriots or your NHL teams go play, but yet all these people that congregate in the building, they're not going to want to do that. You know? And it's crazy what the world's coming in. It hurt me whenever I saw these wrestlers released, because I was like, Zack Ryder, he's been one of my favorites. Somebody I've always been behind, you know, and all that. And it's crazy, you know. It's like Luke Gallows. I remember Luke Gallows during his first run when he was Festus at one point, and you know, and then he went and became Luke Gallows and got part of the Straight Edge Society and everything like that. Sarah Logan was just on Raw and could have done. Eric Young. I was watching TNA the day Eric Young won the world title. And I remember Eric Young winning the world title and crying like a little baby because he never thought he would be worthy of a world title. You know? And it's like crazy, you know. I remember back in the day having a conversation conversation with Maria Kanellis about WWE and wanting to get back in the company, but because of two people, she couldn't get back in the company, and that is Brie Bella and Nikki Bella. They had differences. She couldn't get back in the company. Eventually, they went to part-time, and she got back in being with the company. I've seen Rusev since his NXT days, back when he was in the Indies, and it's like that dude built himself up to do all of this, you know. I remember Fit Finlay back in the early 2000s when he was on SmackDown doing his stuff with him and Hornswoggle and all these different things. I remember Shane Helms Hurricane Helms, Gregory Helms, you know, and all that. And it was crazy to see all this. I know I'm coming kind of quick, but all of this, you know, Aiden English, phenomenal guy that were teamed with Rusev and then went to go do commentary. You know, to see all these people that get let go because of this virus, and WWE's talking about, oh, we got $500 million in money that we could save, but yeah, couldn't you just go to Brock Lesnar? Couldn't you go to Goldberg? Couldn't you go to Tyson Fury? Couldn't you go to John Cena and say, hey, because of what's happening in the world, we're giving you all a pay cut so that we keep some of the talent here that we've got on our stuff. But at the same time, WWE's in a rock and a hard place because with current contracts that they've got, other companies are doing a lot of pre-taped recorded stuff and getting a lot of stuff out there so they can have stuff recorded. But WWE has contracts with Fox and NBC where they can only do 2 to 3, I think, pre-recorded shows per year, and that's for the Christmas shows and when they're overseas and all of that, doing pre-recorded shows. And it's putting them in a rock hard place because are they going to breach a contract and all that? But then again, if they breach a contract in these times, wouldn't it be okay? You know? But it's like crazy. And yes, Ryder was somebody who got himself over with an internet show twice, got himself over multiple times, and yet WWE didn't want to see that a lot of times. And I don't know if it was just Vince McMahon or somebody, but it was crazy. Now let me read your comments. A live event is going to be at least 18 months before normalcy. Yes, probably till 2022. You know, Rusev should have been left. Have been left. Rusev should have been left because they weren't reasoning right and all that. But he was trying to do that. And plus, Rusev, even though he has a thing with his storyline with his wife and all that, he was trying to stay there before his wife too. You got to realize Ryder did a great job on his own there. Then when he teamed with Mojo, the Hype Bros were starting to gain momentum. They then broke them up, and I barely saw Ryder unless it was on Twitter with his pops. Yeah, so see, like, people were talking about that. Ryder and Hawkins, they got a podcast, they got Pop Funkos, they do all this other stuff outside of WWE, so they should be able to, with their Patreon and all that, keep float for a little bit, you know? But yeah, Goldberg, they've already got paid for their dates. Yeah, they already got paid for their dates, but still, if they had any future dates, take the pay cuts off them. Say, hey, you're not having your future dates because we got to cut this stuff out, you know? And you know, it wasn't. And what's bad about this is not only did they do pay cuts, for everybody today as well. They waited until they released some people and then do the pay cuts at the same time. It's like, why couldn't you have done the pay cuts earlier and tried to save these people their jobs? You know, that's just me. White Wolf, Goldust is my role model. He was heavyweight champion for like 5 years. I never knew he was heavyweight champion for like 5 years. Goldust does the same job that Fit Finley does in the WWE over in AEW. You know, he's pushing and helping a lot of the women over there, if y'all don't realize that. But I want to say, we got 11 concurrent viewers in here. We got a couple donations. We talked about Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the WWE releases. I want to ask you all, how do you feel like once this pandemic is over? If y'all want to ask me any questions, go ahead and ask questions now. Q&A. Ask me questions right now. But I want to ask you all, once this pandemic is over, how do you feel the state how do you feel like once this pandemic is over? Sorry about that interruption. How do you feel like the state of gaming, going back to having gaming conventions and E3 next year and all this other stuff, and how sporting events and wrestling, how do you think the world will be once this pandemic is over? Do you think not just for crowd capacities, but generally the way that they produce shows or the way that stuff is made will be different, to where when you watch something where you say, somebody will ask you one day, Why does that movie look that way? Is that because? And you say that was before the coronavirus ever happened. People didn't have to worry about social distancing. But this movie gets made after it, and that movie has a lot of social distancing in it. What do y'all think? Yes, yes, yes. This is what happens. Your business revolves around shady transactions activity. Mick Foley didn't only use the stock in the ring. Yes, that's true. It's true. Honestly, I hope the entire world is changed forever in the better. E3 is dead. Vince seems to want to get rid of those fans and replace those with who he wants. If you were Gallows and the boys, would you go back to WWE, or is this a huge sign for how they feel at them? There we go. The thing about it is, I was watching Wrestle Talk. I saw what y'all are saying there. So you talk about the world being changed for the better, right? I hope that. I was watching Wrestle Talk, and one of the guys that was on Wrestle Talk while they were doing it was Ollie and I can't think of the other dude's name. But they were on there doing a live stream, right? Because all that stuff came through, and because they're one of the biggest wrestling YouTube channels there is. They're doing it, and they're talking about whenever this pandemic gets gone and WWE starts to make money again, starts doing live events, gets revenue back into the company, right? Eventually. He says some of these wrestlers that got let go, they're probably going to try to get some of them back. But some of them won't come back. Some of them are probably going to be trying to get other companies to buy them. AEW might want to buy them, but AEW has to also worry about the talents and the big contracts they've already put out for the wrestlers that they've got. But yet, some of the wrestlers are going to go back to WWE if they give them a paycheck, because they're like, you know what? Yes, they let me go and all that, but it's my dream. It's my dream to, whether I'm on a house show and I'm a jobber or not, to be wrestling for the biggest wrestling company, the biggest sports entertainment company in the world. There's people like that out there. How big is your member? Boom. But yes, if y'all like the podcast so far and you wanted me to keep doing it more regularly, give me a hell yeah right now to get my phone charger. Give me a hell yeah right now in the chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
Okay, let me check some things. There's some things going on around here. Okay, yeah. Yes, okay. So say I want to read your comments. So now that I got this, I hope toilet paper is freely given and that we get 2 free stimulus checks a month till I'm no longer convenienced by the corona. Hell yeah, when we're playing Mario Kart again. If y'all push for it, it is Wednesday. I gotta finish up Life is Strange on stream tomorrow, and after this stream, we're gonna take a little bit of break. I'm gonna get food, and then we're coming back with Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I could do Mario Kart and other games probably Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday. Friday through Saturday. Sunday, community night. So if y'all want to do anything streaming wise, Call of Duty, Mario Kart, Splatoon, any of that, Animal Crossing, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let me know. We can do that. Yeah, hell yeah. What? We are okay. I want to believe that things will change for the better, but considering how self-entitled a lot of modern society is, until that leaves the mentality of most people out there, this may take years. And we've already seen the nature of the beast with all the hoarding and scalping. You think about it. People thought, you're going to go this way now. Yeah, it's going to be crazy after the virus. But just a few things I want to let y'all know. And then I'm going to get out of here. Why the fuck did you just say that, dude? Fucking, if you say something like that again, I'm just gonna mute you for a little bit, put you in timeout. But with that being said, thank you all for being here. We got 11 concurrent viewers in here, 12 likes, which means before we get out of here, I will do a donation hype. 10 like hype dance and all that. But with that being said, I'm yours truly, Chrislevi13. I do live streams, the occasional video, and very supportive community. This was the Vault 13 podcast. We talked about Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and something that made me cry earlier today, WWE Releases. That's because I have talked to some WWE wrestlers before, and all that news, people like that and all that, and everything like that. Okay, somebody time him out. Time that person out. And all that. I'm just gonna say that real quick, and everything like that. But I would love to have somebody do a podcast with me where I could do a podcast more and regularly. If it's something that's their idea and their name, or it's my idea and their name, and in this name. But I'd love to be have somebody to bounce ideas off, talk back and forth with about this stuff, because my opinion only means so much. I would love to have somebody else's opinion here and all that. But hopefully y'all have a great night. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the donations. Y'all did not have to donate. Y'all made me tear up giving me those donations, because a lot of times I struggled to even hit that live button before and all that. And it means absolutely everything to me that y'all are here. We're definitely, it's 8:38, so by 9:15, 9:30, I could be live with Final Fantasy VII Remake, doing some more of that and just chilling with y'all for the rest of the night and everything like that. But if there's anything y'all want to ask me or say before we get out of here, go ahead right now and say it. I'll give you the next couple minutes to say that stuff, and let me take a drink of my drink. Okay, everybody. So y'all haven't really said anything, so I'm going to get out of here, but within the next 30 minutes, the next 30 to 45 minutes, you'll see me on Twitter, Discord, and in other Discords. Post a link to the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake and all that. Levi's Legion. We could do something like that. Levi's Legion, Vault Squad, Levi's Legion. I like that little spin on things, and all that. How you doing, Kevin? How you and Anna doing? Hope y'all are doing good. And all of that. I definitely will post a link in y'all's Discord and other Discords whenever I go live again for the Final Fantasy VII Remake stream. I could go live with it right now, but I like separating stuff so people can watch what they want to watch. But thank y'all for everything. And before we get out of here, let's do it for you all. We're gonna get some new hype music within the next month. But here we go. Got 13 likes, several donations. Talked about Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and WWE. I'm yours truly, Chrislevi13. I may be a dopey guy that does live streams, the occasional video with this and that. But hey, I appreciate everybody in the chat. And you know what? Dank made that dude white wolf. His T-Belly would say, hit the dirt, you piece of animal. But hey, we here, we live. Gonna do some Final Fantasy Remake in about 30-45 minutes after I go eat some food, get back, set it all up, and be here live for you all. I'm Chrislevi13. You all have a good one. Thank you for everything. Y'all put a smile on my face, in my heart, make me hell yeah. And you know what? To bring some entertainment, whether you're watching this on your computer, your TV, your console, your phone, thank you. Thank y'all. So let's see. So yes, it is 8:45 basically. So 9:15, 9:20, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and dive more into that game. I'm only about 6 hours into the game because I had some stuff to deal with. Like last night, I was supposed to do Halo. Didn't get Halo done because, oh, I got everything set up, and then I get a phone call and some shit went down, and I had to go deal with that. And we're here, you know? But it is what it is. We still will get the Halo series. We still get a lot of stuff going. But look for the other stream in your Discord, your chats, and all that. I'm Chrislevi13. That was the Vault 13 podcast. And we are out of here. And do his biggest favor of all, and that is stay healthy, wash your damn hands, and stay awesome.